George has been feeling wrung out and in need of a spiritual transformation. He's been dreaming of attending Legana Christian Church again. His sleep-in is brought to an abrupt end when he realises the time. Oh no, it's 9:30. George will have to hurry. He rushes to the bathroom and brushes his bristles. George then takes time to have a quick cuppa, but can't stop longing for one of those delicious steaming flavoursome cups of filtered coffee that they serve at Legana Christian Church. But then George remembers that it's bin day and that he needs to get the bin out for collection. George takes the wheelie bin out. Oh no, there's a puddle on the road and that truck is going to... And George then remembers that Legana Christian Church is holding a water baptism service Sunday, August 23rd at 10:30am. This, of course, is to be held on the weekend after the chaplain to the Melbourne Demons, Cameron Butler, speaks at Legana. George quickly grabs his things and sets off for Legana Christian Church. George heads down the West Tamar Highway, but then momentarily forgets how to get to Legana Christian Church. He then remembers that you turn at the Liberty fuel station. Yippee! George then notices the sign on the highway directing him up Bridge North Road. George saw another sign and remembers that Legana Christian Church used to be called Legana Assembly of God. George gets back in his car and heads up Bridge North Road into Gerard Close. George couldn't believe it. It was surely a sign from God that he was meant to come to Legana Christian Church. This was a church that had a MOPS program. George was keen to meet other MOPS. It was then that George discovered that MOPS was a group for mothers of preschoolers. George would later discover that MOPS meets every second Thursday at 9:30 in the morning until 11 in the morning. George then went up to the kids' church because he heard that there were mopettes there. Oh no, George felt so embarrassed because he discovered that a mopette wasn't a female mop, but a program for the preschool children of the MOPS mums. Then George remembered that Legana Christian Church was hosting a marriage and family seminar with Bill and Joan Grosser of Growing Families International on Friday the 11th and Saturday the 12th of September. Now George had some questions, so he went into the office to make an appointment with Pastor Andrew to ask him some questions. But then George remembered that there was a question and answer night coming up August 9, where he could ask Pastor Andrew anything about God, the Bible or Christianity. George loved Sundays at Legana Christian Church. Great music, inspiring preaching, warm fellowship. After the services, he also enjoyed meeting some super cool dudes.
Oh, so, you're a mop. I really like your hair.
George really enjoyed meeting people who were different to him. He was invited to join one of the Bible study groups where he could make closer friendships, pray, and study God's Word. At the end of the service that Sunday, George had connected with God in worship, had his soul fed through inspirational preaching of God's Word, and met some great people. But before George left Legana Christian Church this Sunday, he wanted to find out some more information about Legana Christian Church. He collected a free Welcome to Legana booklet and an About Legana Christian Church DVD. And when George got home, he jumped straight on the internet and checked out Legana Christian Church online, www.legana.org. He also went to findingtruthmatters.org and subscribe to the free audio podcast. George had had a great day and couldn't wait for next Sunday to come around.